Dear students, in this video, I am going to discuss an article that is temperature dependence of electron and hole concentration for semiconductors. Or I can also say that I am going to drive NP equations for semiconductor. So first of all, it is very important to understand what is small n and what is small p. So what is this small n? This small n, this is electron concentration in conduction band. Electron concentration, or we can also say this term n as the this term n, it can also be e, e, yes, this n can be written as number density of electrons. Now what is number density of electrons? Number density of electrons means you can say it is number of electrons per unit volume. Fine. So density is always number of electrons per unit volume. Similarly, what is small p? Small p, it is number density of holes. Number density of holes, or we can say hole concentration in valence band, or we can say it is number of holes per unit volume. So in this article, I am going to derive a relation for n and small p, or we can say that I will derive the relation between n and capital T. Capital T means the temperature, that how this number density varies with temperature. So temperature dependence of electron and hole concentration. So for before starting this article, we have to consider, we have to make some considerations. So this is my consideration. This I have considered as valence band, and so this is my valence band, and here holes are present, and the this is the lowermost level of valence band, and this is the uppermost level of valence band. So the energy of uppermost level of valence band is denoted as EV. Similarly, this is our conduction band. This is the lowermost level of conduction band, and this is the uppermost level of conduction band. So I have denoted the energy of lowermost level of valence band as EC. So this is valence band, this is conduction band, and in between valence and conduction, this is forbidden energy gap. Energy of forbidden energy gap is denoted as EG. Fine. So So here first of all I will write an expression for number density of states. So ZD, it is the density of states. What is density of states? Density of states means how many states are available in which electrons can be present. So density of state means number of states per unit volume. So first of all we need to know how many states are available in which electron can be placed, in which can be filled by the electrons. So the density of states for conduction band, the expression of density of states for conduction band is Z is, it is equal to 8 pi me star, where what is me star? Me star, it is the effective mass of electrons in conduction band. Me star, it is the effective mass of electrons. So it is 8 pi me star over h cube into 2m under root E minus EC. So what is EC? This is the energy of lowermost level of conduction band. So density of states at any energy E, it is written as 8 pi m star upon h cube under root of 2m E minus EC. And next I will write the expression of Fermi-Dirac function. So what is the Fermi-Dirac function? We know that it is the, basically it gives us the probability that the energy level having energy E is filled at temperature T. So this is the probability of Fv, it is the so F, it is the probability of occupation of states. It is the probability of occupation. So the expression for Dn, where Dn it is the number density of electrons in energy level E to E plus dE. It is number density of electrons in energy level E to E plus dE. That means we want to find the small amount of electrons which are present in small amount of energy levels, that is E to E plus dE. So Dn it can be written as Zd. Zd is the how many states are available multiply by Fe. Fe it is the what is the probability of occupation of those states. Fine. So Dn it can be written as total number of states, that is density of states multiply by probability that those states are filled. So Dn it is the number density of electrons, small density of electrons or small density of or small concentration of electrons in energy range E to E plus dE. So it can be written as ZdFe into dE. Now I will put the expressions for Zd and Fe. So here I have put the expression for Zt and Fe using above two relations in the expression of Dn. So what will be the total density of electrons? The total density of electrons, that is small n, it can be derived by integrating this above expression. For since this we are finding the density of electrons in conduction band, so what would be the energy of electrons in conduction band? The variation of energy of electrons in conduction band is from Ec to infinity. The lowermost level of conduction band is having energy as Ec, and the uppermost level of conduction band is having energy as infinity. So the limits of energy will be from Ec to infinity. So putting the expression of Dn, it will be 8 pi m star into 2m E minus Ec. We'll integrate it from Ec to infinity like this. And here we have dE over 1 pound. Since energy is variable here, so we are putting the limits of energy. Now, next our step is to solve this integration, solve this integral. So we want to solve this integral. So for that, I am keeping the constant part out of the bracket. Since E energy is not constant, so it is Ec to infinity E minus Ec square root into dE over 1 plus e raised to power E minus Ef over kT. So next I am going to make an assumption. We know that at temperature T or at room temperature, it is 300 Kelvin, the value of kT is about 0.026 electron volt. Since the electrons are present in conduction band, this you can see here, since the electrons, these are present in conduction band, so the energy of the electrons, since the electrons are present in conduction band, so the expression that is E minus Ef, it will be very greater than kT, because here somewhere we are having this Ef. Ef it is the Fermi energy. Electron is present in conduction band, so we can see that this E minus Ef, it is very greater than kT. Why? Because kT it is very small. At 300 Kelvin, the value of kT is just 0.026 electron volt. Fine. So here So here we will take the approximation that E minus EF is very greater than KT, or we can say that E minus EF over KT it is very greater than 1. Since this quantity is very greater than 1, so exponential of this quantity it will also be very greater than 1, because the value of e raised to power 1 it is 2.7 something. So the value it will be e raised to power E minus EF upon KT, it will be very greater than 1. So it means in the first relation, this in equation first, first equation, we can neglect 1 in comparison to this exponential term. We can neglect 1 in comparison to this exponential term. So we can write that here, that 1 plus e raised to power e minus ef upon kt, this 1 plus e raised to power e minus ef over kt, it can be approximated as e raised to power ef, e raised to power e minus ef over kt, because here 1 is neglected in comparison to this one, it is neglected in comparison to this exponential term. Or we can write the small n as 8 pi m star, this whole constant outside the integral, and within the integral we can write from 1 e minus ec square root, and this here, from here, this expression 1 is neglected. Since 1 is neglected, so we can write here e raised to power e minus of e minus ef upon kt de, because in denominator we have e raised to power e minus ef upon kt, but when it goes in numerator it becomes e raised to power minus of e minus ef upon kt upon d. Now next we want to integrate this expression now. So here, in order to, I can write, let us concentrate on this term, this integral. We can see that in this integral we have here the variable is e. Here we have square root of e minus ec, but here we have e capital E energy in exponential. But this energy, this capital E, with this capital E we have one more term, that is EF. So it is very difficult to solve this integral, because here in integral we have e minus ec, and here in exponential we have e minus ef. So we want to keep both the e expressions same. So what we'll try to do, we cannot change this term, but we'll try to obtain the expression of, we will try to obtain the expression of e minus ec in exponential. So instead of ef, I want to attain e minus ec. So for that, in this term, we will add one ec and subtract ec. So in this exponential, I will add ec and subtract ec, such that here this whole constant same, and here we have ec to infinity, it is e minus ec square root. From this exponential, here ef minus ec. Now ef minus ec, it is constant. It can also be taken outside the integral. ef, e raised to power ef minus ec, it is also constant. So it can be taken outside the integral. ef minus ec over kt. From here, I have ef minus ec. It becomes here plus and minus. This one, not this one. ef minus ec. This is taken outside. So inside we are left with, this becomes ec minus e over kt into d. Now keeping the whole this constant outside, we get, within integral we have ec infinity e minus ec square root, or I can write it as minus of, taking negative outside, e minus ec. So you can see that Here you get the same term in exponential as well as in square root. So next what we'll do, we will put e minus ec over kt as x. So putting e minus ec over kt as x. So integrating dE, it becomes kt times dx. What about limits? When lower limit of energy is EC, what becomes X? X will become, here you put E as EC, X becomes 0. And when upper limit of energy is infinity, when you will put E as infinity, here X becomes infinity. So this relation, this expression of N, now it reduces to N becomes 8 pi me star over h cube 2 me star square root. Outside this integral we have kept EF. Let me check. It was EF minus EC over KT. It was EF minus EC over KT. So we have EF minus EC over KT, and within the integral, so this is within the integral, the lower limit is now 0 and upper limit is infinity. This, what is E minus EC over KT? So here this E minus EC, it is E minus EC, it is KT into X square root, and in exponential we have E minus EC upon KT, it is minus of X, and what about dE? It is KT times dx. So you can see from here this KT, it is constant, it can be taken outside the integral now. So here n becomes this whole constant along with kt raised to power 3 by 2, and inside we get 0 to infinity square root of x e raised to power minus x into dx. Now what is the value of this integral? This integral, the value of this integral, it is under root of pi by 4. So I can write small n, it is as 8 pi m star over h cube k2 kt raised to power 3 by 2, and the value of this integral, it is pi by 4 square root. So this is n. Now we can uh, simplify this expression as, so this n can be written as taking 2, keeping 2 separate from this 8, keeping 2 separate, inside becomes 4 and 2, it becomes 2 raised to power 3 by 2, it becomes 2 raised to power 3 by 2. Here we have 1 pi and 1 square root of pi. So again pi raised to power 3 by 2. Here we have me star and square root of me star. So me star raised to power 3 by 2, and here we have kt raised to power 3 by 2, and h cube, if I write it as h square raised to power 3 by 2, and 1 2 it is cancelled with this 8. So one term is left here, I have missed it. It was one more term, that is ef minus ec over kt. So here I can write e raised to power ef minus ec over kt. So this is the expression for small n. It can be written as nc e raised to power ef minus ec over kt. So this is your n equation. This is your n equation. So this is how small n, it varies with temperature. Small n, it can be written as Nc e raised to power Ef minus Ec over kT. Where what is this Nc? I would like to tell you what is this Nc here. This Nc, it is effective density of electrons, states at the conduction band H, and the value is constant. The value of Nc is of the order of 10 raised to power 19 per centimeter cube. The value of Nc is of the order of 10 raised to power 19 per centimeter cube. So this expression of small n, it is n, capital Nc, it is constant. So n small n, it can be written as 10 raised to power, approximately it is 10 raised to power minus 23. So this we have derived the relation for small n. Next, the second part of this article, we would like to derive the density of holes in valence band. So now in order to find the expression for the concentration of holes in valence band, again we'll start with the expression of Zd first of all. What is Zd? Now here Z, it is the density of states in valence band. So expression of density of states in valence band, it is 2 pi mh star. It is so the density of states in valence band, the expression for density of state in valence band, it is written as 2 pi mh star upon h cube under root of 2 mh star ev minus e. What is mh star? Mh star, it is effective mass of holes in valence band. So mh star, it is effective mass of holes. Why now this is replaced, this here energy, it is replaced by ev minus e. Ev minus e, why? Because ev is somewhere here and now holes are present somewhere in the valence band, so e is below ev, so that is why now it is replaced by ev minus e. Fh, what is Fh? It is the probability that holes are the, that means the state, it will be equal to the probability that electrons are not filled in conduction band. Fine. So it will be equal to 1 minus Fe. I repeat, the probability that states are filled with holes is equal to probability that states are not filled with electrons. Fine. The non-occupancy of electrons. The probability of non-occupancy of electrons, it will be equal to 1 minus Fe, because the probability of occupancy, a probability that the states are filled by electrons is Fe. So the probability that the states are not filled, it will be equal to 1 minus Fe. So here the probability that states are in valence band are filled with holes, it will be equal to 1 minus Fe. So it can be written as 1 minus 1 of, what is Fe? It is 1 plus e raised to power e minus ef over kt. Now we will solve this expression now. So after solving, this becomes Fh as e raised to power e minus ef upon kt over 1 plus e raised to power e minus ef upon kt. Now next, dividing numerator and denominator by this term, numerator and denominator by e raised to power e minus ef upon kt, it becomes 1. Here 1 upon e raised to power e minus ef upon kt becomes ef minus e over kt, and this is again plus 1. Now here we'll use the approximation that now ef minus e, it is very, you can check here. Let me draw a diagram here. Here we have EV, here somewhere we have EF, Fermi energy, and above we have this EC. So here we are, the holes are present in valence band, so it is E. So you can check this EF minus E, this value again it is very greater than KT. Why? Because the expression of KT, the value of Kt, it is very small. Its value is at 300 Kelvin, 0.026 electron volt, whereas this EF minus it is very greater than Kt. It is clear from this diagram. This EF minus it is very greater than Kt. So we can write that EF minus E over Kt it is very greater than 1, or you can say that e raised to power EF minus E upon Kt it is very greater than 1, or in this expression 1 can be neglected in comparison of this exponential term. So fh becomes, it is 1 over 1 ef minus e over kt, 1 is neglected, and when this numerator, exponential in numerator, it is taken in this exponential denominator, when it is taken in numerator it becomes ef minus e minus of ef minus e, or we can write it as minus of ef minus e as e minus ef over kt. So this is fh, this is the expression for fh, and above I have written the expression for Zd. Now the what will be the expression for P, small p, dp? It is the number density of holes within energy range E to E plus dE. Similarly, same as I have written for small dn, so it is number density of holes in energy range E to E, small number density of holes, small number of holes per unit volume in energy range E to E plus dE. So using the expression for Zd, 8 pi mh star over h cube 2 mh star into EV minus E kt. And what about FH? FH it becomes e raised to power E minus EF over kt. You can check from here. It is E minus EF upon kt and multiply by dE. So, and what about total P? It will be integral of dP. Now what will be the limits of energy here? The limits of energy here, the in valence band, the lower limit is minus infinity and upper limit is EV. So this integral will be from minus infinity to EV. So putting the expression for this dP here, keeping constant terms outside the integral, minus infinity to EV, it is EV minus E square root E raised to power E minus EF over. Now same problem is there again. Here we have E with EV, and here this variable E is with EF. So we want to keep both same. So what we'll do in exponential, we'll add and subtract EV. So here P becomes, it is constant as it is within integral from minus infinity to EV. This EV minus C, this term I am keeping same, but here I am adding one EV or subtracting one EV. Here I have added and here I have subtracted over KT into dE. Now from here, this EV minus EF, it is constant and it can be taken outside the integral. So this EV minus EF, it is constant and can be taken outside the integral. So here P becomes now the whole constant as it is with e raised to power, I am just here, yes, here it is EV minus EF over KT. But inside we are left with EV minus E square root e raised to power this EV and EF both have been used. It is E minus EV over KT into DE. Now again putting EV minus E upon KT as x, and upon integrating minus dE becomes kt into dx. So we can write dE as minus of kt into dx. What about limits? When lower limit, when e is minus infinity, here put e as minus infinity, x becomes minus, with minus infinity x becomes plus infinity. And when e is equal to EV, here put e as EV, x becomes 0. So what is now the modified integral? It becomes this whole constant EV minus EF over KT. This is also a constant term, and here minus infinity becomes plus infinity and EV becomes 0. EV minus E, it becomes KT into x square root e raised to power E minus EV upon KT, it is a minus x. And what about D? It is KT into dx with negative sign. Now this negative sign I am multiplying here, and you can now see that this negative sign, because of this negative sign, this limits can be interchanged. So using this result of integral, negative sign, it can be adjusted by changing the limits. So here we have whole constant with this constant EV minus EF over KT. Limits will be from 0 to infinity. Kt raised to power 3 by 2. This also we can write outside kt raised to power 3 by 2. It is also constant. And inside we are left with square root of x e raised to power minus x dx. Again its value is under root of pi by 4. So here p becomes, now I am writing the whole expression, 8 pi mh star upon h cube into 2mh star EV minus E kt raised to power 3 by 2. This is EV minus EF over kt, and this integral it is pi by 4. Now from this pi by 4, this 2 is cancelled with this 8, it becomes 4. Writing 2 at side, and 1 2 and this 2. This becomes 2 raised to power 3 by 2, 1 mh star under root. It becomes mh star raised to power 3 by 2, kt raised to power 3 by 2. Here we have 1 pi here and square root pi. It becomes pi raised to power 3 by 2, and this becomes 2 pi mh star kt, adjusting with the power of h, here writing as h square, the whole 3 by 2. So when you multiply, it becomes h cube, e raised to power ev minus ef over kt. So this is the expression for p, small p. So what is small p? You can write here, it is as P equal to NH. Here NH is constant, and what is the value of NH? It is times 2 pi mh star kt on h square raised to power 3 by 2, and this is your P equation. This is your P equation. Here what is NH? NH, as I told about NC, here NH is also effective density of whole states at the valence band H. So these we have derived the expressions for N and small p. This is how small n and small p depends on temperature.